Fucking coffee. Welcome everyone to the Merciful Metal channel. My name is Thomas. I got a nice cup of coffee with me and 10 fantastic records to show you guys. As you might know, twice a year here in the Netherlands there is this huge record fair. I believe it's the biggest of Europe. It's very international, or at least you got dealers from like Denmark, Sweden, Belgium, Germany, France, Italy, all over Europe are there, and it is just one incredible record fair. I always score very good, and this weekend I did as well. It was last week and now I have the time to record it. So I'm going to show you the 10 records that I got. All just fantastic. They're all from my wish list, so I'm very happy with that. Usually I come home with a little more, always around 12 or 15, but this is more quality over quantity. And I'm just very happy with the records that I got. There are some absolute gems in there, some grails. I know the word is overused, but they're fucking grails. All originals. As you know, I like that shit. Originals all the way for me since the last whatever. Very focusing on that. There are as well like 3 albums in here that I already had, switching them up for originals. You'll see. Let's get right into it. This one has been on my list for a few years. Never really came around, never found it for a decent price, but it was not too good to really hunt down, but it's still on my wish list. Love the album. Cloven, Hoof, Sultans, Ransom from 1989, I'm pretty sure. This is their 3rd full length. Yeah, this one is fucking great heavy metal. Started out as any other new wave of British heavy metal band. This album is fantastic, some great tunes on here. The opening track, Astral Rider, fantastic. Forgotten Heroes is great. Mistress of the Forest, Notre Dame, fucking masterpiece of a song. So yeah, not too crazy, but I'm very happy I picked or found this one for finally a good price, worth picking up. Cloven Hoof, underrated. Next up, another one that I have been looking for years, and it's not necessarily a rare or expensive album. I mean, if you go on Discogs right now, you can find one, but the problem with this record has always been, it's one of these records where people sell it for either the maximum price or more. Let's say the max price on Discogs is like 50 euros. It's not, but then people only sell it for 50 plus, So I never really came around to pick it up for a good price, but this really is a fucking gem. Major band in the Spanish heavy metal scene. This is the debut album of Ángeles del Infierno. Español, sí. Pacto con el Diablo. I don't think I have to translate that for you. But Ángeles del Infierno, their debut album from 1984. It's like heavy metal bordering speed metal. Fucking fantastic. Again, underrated, especially in the international scene or to the international audience. But if you're gonna dive into the Spanish scene, then this is definitely one of the first bands you'll encounter. next with like Baron Rojo or Obus. These guys are big in the Spanish scene, and this one fantastic album has been on my list for years. Finally happy to have found one for, again, like a decent price and not ridiculously overpriced. Next one, I've seen this one before but never really pulled the trigger on it, but now I did. Again, this is some merciful metal shit that most of you don't care about. But this is from Brazil, Harppia with Ferro e Fogo. I guess my Portuguese is not as good as my Spanish, and my Spanish is already not that good. There you go, their debut album from 1985. I prefer their second album, but I already have it. This one I did not have yet. It wasn't on my list, like all of this shit. I'm very happy to have picked this one up. This is just fantastic, straightforward Brazilian heavy metal. Might not say anything to most of you guys, but just like with the Spanish one, if you're gonna dive into the traditional Brazilian scene, then this is a name that will pop up rather quickly. There's something very funny. This one has the original inner sleeve, but someone cut out a part there. I don't know. I checked some pictures online and there's nothing of interest here which would make you cut this out. So I have no idea why it is cut out, but I can't read the lyrics anyway, so it's not really a miss for me. It's pretty hilarious. Watch me suffer, bitches. Yeah, Harppia, 1985, Brazilian traditional heavy metal. Check this one out if you think that's interesting. Another one, a little less known, with the most beautiful cover art I've ever seen. Yeah, it is embossed. I don't know if you can, yeah, there you go, you can see it. That part here, there's like a line here, it is embossed a little bit, but what a horrendous album cover. I don't see any point in this, but this is from Japan, as you might have guessed. Blizard with the album Hot Shot from 1984, 85. In the previous Record Fair video, I picked up their first album, but this really was the one that I wanted to pick up. This is like their second or third album, correct me if I'm wrong. But I really, really wanted this one. It's very cheap, but Blizard is a fantastic Japanese heavy metal band. Really that traditional Japanese heavy metal sound. If you don't know what I'm talking about, listen to this record and you know what I mean. The best part of this record are the actually the two ballads. I fucking love shitty ballads, you know that. And this album actually has two good ballads. I'm sorry, coffee burp. Sail Alone and Shade of Blue. Blue, yeah, there is. Fantastic album, even the like straightforward heavy metal stuff. Great, lovely band, Blizard. Lyric sheet. lyrics I can't read. I think it's pretty fun. I always love that with the Japanese lyrics is that it's all Japanese, but sometimes there are thrown in these English random words to make it sound cool. Like it's all Japanese, all Japanese, all Japanese, but suddenly they say Heartbreak Night. All Japanese, and they suddenly say Crazy Guitar. All Japanese, and then fucking shock. Love it. But this is a fantastic heavy metal record. Not a very obscure one in the Japanese heavy metal scene, but I think most people are not that deep into the 80s Japanese heavy metal. So if you're curious, check this one out, Blizard with 1Z, Hotshot. Next up, we're getting in the good territory now, guys. You can, for the guys who don't care for the international random obscure bullshit that I always pull out, pay attention because these records are for you. Starting off with a Under One Flag press from Sarcofago's Rotting. So I already had a 2016 reissue of this one with the like reflecting green logo. But I found an original Under One Flag press for not that much, so I took it home with me. Fantastic one. Love this one. I feel this one is a little bit underrated. It's always in there between INRI and Laws of Scorch. Though this feels like a great transitional album from between like these two, like a bridge. I think it's considered an EP or not. There are 6 songs on here, but also a long one and a newly recorded version of the song Nightmare from the INRI album. But I don't have to introduce these guys to you. Sarcofago Rotting from what is 1989. There you go. Even with the original inner sleeve. Very nice. So Rotting, fantastic. This one. This is the most expensive album from the bunch, and I got it for a fantastic price. Not even the medium price. It's closer to the low price on Discogs than the medium price. That tells you something. And when I saw it in the bins, it was like some seller a little more on the outside, so that I don't think as much people came to that booth yet. Or they just don't fucking care. But I found this and I was a little in shock about the price. So I looked around a little bit like, am I seeing this right? Has nobody picked this up yet? I'm talking about Sodom Agent Orange, and I got it for a steal compared for what it is worth. It is not in the greatest condition, I would say, Fiji, especially around the edges. You can see it is damaged, but overall it looks great. I haven't test played it yet, honestly, but I will soon. It came with even with the fucking original inner. Fantastic. And this is the original Steam Hammer gatefold. There you go. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I'm still, the spine is a little fucked up, but that's pretty much it around the corner. I just showed it you as well. It's, for the price that I saw it for, it's fucking incredible. A steal. Has been on my wish list for a long time, but you guys know it's a little more on the expensive side, and I don't care enough for this record to pay the price what they're like average asking. That didn't sound right, but you know what I mean. The average price, I wouldn't really pay it for this. But again, I haven't heard this album in a long time. So I'm really looking forward to spinning this again, but I mean, this is just one you need to have. You don't need to, but you know what I mean. Agent Orange. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I like the song Ausgebombt. I think it's funny as fuck, and it doesn't really fit the vibe of the album, but it is a fun song. But Agent Orange, what a catch. What a catch. Is it a thrash grail? Yeah. Agent Orange, Sodom, fantastic. So the next, I have 4 more records to show, and they are all death metal. I consider them as like sort of grails, just incredible albums to get as an original, and I've been also looking for these one for quite some time, but they're always a little too expensive. But man, I love these albums, and I'm so happy to have found them. Starting off, I've never found a copy of this one, and I never cared to pick up a reissue, but I finally managed to pick up a copy of Blessed Are the Sick from Morbid Angel. Needs no introduction. This album, when I first heard it, it didn't click. I was all over Altars of Madness, but the more and more I listen to this album, the more and more I might pick it over Altars of Madness. I don't know if that's blasphemy to say. If there's one thing that's blasphemous, it's this fucking record. It really, really clicked over the years, and I love it. There are such fun songs on here. Am I describing death metal with fun? Fuck yes. The back cover is, I don't know who designed it, but I can barely read anything from it. And I like that they did some older songs on here, like Abominations, Thy Kingdom Come, fucking Morbid Angel, Blessed Are the Sick, an original press. On Eric, it doesn't have that hype sticker, but I don't mind. Fuck, I love this album, and having an original right now, more than happy. I also picked up this one, Atheist, Piece of Time. As you can see, this one does have a hype sticker on it. Again, needs no fucking introduction. Piece of Time. I've always wanted an original of this one. Boom, Active Records, original press. Again, this one is one of these records that has always been so overpriced and hard to find for a good price. But I did on the fair, and I took it home with me. And now I have an original press of Piece of Time. Fucking unbelievable. I still need or want. All you need to do is eat and poop. You don't need this record. I want. It came with the original inner sleeve, by the way. I'm just starting rambling. I want the second album, Unquestionable Presence, as well. I think I like that one a little more than this one, but also not. It's complicated. Um, but I'm still looking for an original of Unquestionable Presence. It's a little, Jesus, coffee burps, can't stop. It's a little more expensive than Piece of Time. But for now, Piece of Time. Next up, it was about time that I got this one. I already had like the Relapse reissues that stop with the Relapse reissues of this shit. Stop milking these guys. But I think you already know who I'm talking about. Death, Leprosy, on the one flag press of Leprosy. It was about damn time. There is some sticker removal there. I don't know what the hell was supposed to be there. Not an official sticker, I believe, but whatever. Leprosy, Death. For the third time in a row, I'm gonna say this album needs no introduction. Yeah, I got one of the many fucking Relapse reissues, but now I can sell that one because I now have this one. I'm very happy with it. The only thing I really want right now still is an original of Human. That's pretty much all I'm still looking for Death. I don't really care that much about the rest. Very cool inner sleeve, by the way. So yeah, Human is the last one I really want. But it took way too long to find an original copy of Leprosy. And there you go. And last, but certainly not least, this one. I don't know this one as long and as good as the other ones. You can say I really got into this band quite recently, but I did pick this one up anyway. This is Dark is the Season by Benediction. I fucking love this cover art and the colors. An original Nuclear Blast press. The old catalog of Nuclear Blast has some fantastic records. But there you go, Benediction, death metal from England. Barney from Napalm Death used to sing for this band, for the guys who don't know who Benediction is. But this is an EP from 1992. Not an either. But yeah, I've been listening a lot to this one. I mean, from the bunch here, I've been listening to this one the most, and I really love it. For the people who don't know Benediction, it really fits in that English death metal vibe with like, if you like Bolt Thrower, you're going to like this one as well. And if you like Napalm Death's Harmony Corruption, you're gonna like this one as well, because it really, if you listen to the first song, there's certain riffs in there that really sounds like that kind of death metal Napalm Death sort of riffing, that very iconic, I don't know, it sounds very similar. It has that vibe going on of that English death metal sort of riffing. Harmony Corruption, Bolt Thrower, if you like that shit, you're gonna love this album. It has better quality than the first one, or production, and this is such a fantastic addition to the collection, to the death metal collection. You don't see this one a lot. People don't talk about this one a lot. If they talk about Benediction, it's either the first album or this Descent Rubicon. The one with the Dan Seagrave art from 1993. This is embarrassing. Descent the Rubicon. Darkest the Season. There you go. Yeah, just fantastic haul. Phenomenal haul, if you ask me. Only 10 records. It's a little less than I usually come home with. Only 10. Only 10. But it's just all, like I said in the beginning, all from my wish list, and fucking grails, death metal, classics, grails, whatever you want to call it. I'm happy, more than happy. Please check out records that you don't know. Let me know what your favorite was from this bunch. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I got some more video ideas, but I don't know if I can make some videos soon because I'm very busy with work. This one took already a week to record. I didn't took a week to record, but you know what I mean. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this haul, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. You know what to do.